Hello, Amira. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Amira. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Amira, last time we did a few questions from chapter 1, like a revision, if you can see this, right? We did a few, like 4 or 5 questions. Today also I'm thinking to do some revision with chapter 1 and chapter 3. As you remember, chapter 1 is about quadratic equations. Chapter 2, it was about indices, right, and source and standard form. And what I actually observe is you are actually good in chapter 2, like indices and solving quadratic equations, and you'll see actually if it's more complicated how you deal with those problems. So now let's do a few questions from chapter 1. After we finish chapter 1, okay, especially word problems with solving quadratic equations, I think we have no problem. Okay, only solving word problems you need to improve. And after that, if you have time, we will solve some questions from chapter 3. That is what we are going to do today, okay? So can you open the file the last time you were solving, and you also save all your work, at least we can see what we have done so far, okay? Can you open and share with me? I'm going to close this. Okay. So 87, 88, 89. Let's actually focus on these questions first. 88, 88 or 87. Did we solve 87?
No.
Can you move up? Okay, there, very good. All right.
A boat can travel at a speed of 12 kilometers an hour in still water. If it takes 3 hours to go 15 kilometers upstream and back, find the speed of the current, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places.
I mean, by the way, when are you going to do your test? Tomorrow?
Yeah. I'll be submitting it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to continue. Let's talk about this later. So, did you understand the question? It's about a boat, right? Traveling at the speed of 12 kilometers per hour in still water. Okay, that's the speed of the boat, right? If it takes 3 hours to go 15 kilometers upstream and back, that's the total time. Okay, find the speed of the current, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, I'm gonna just solve this and explain to me, and I'll just watch you, and if I need to give some feedback, I will do that. Otherwise, if everything's okay, we will just move to the next question.
Okay. does it mean that it takes 3 hours to go 30 kilometers because it's coming back as well?
Yeah, total time going up and down. First, Amir, can you just draw for visualization? We'll talk about kind of water. Assume that our river is something like this. And we can say that that is upstream and downstream, right? From A to B. Can you just start like this? From actually, we can draw on the left-hand side. Okay, and then it's moving up, and here it's moving down, right? So A to B, upstream. So what we have to find here, find the speed of the currents. And let's say the speed of the current is X kilometers per hour. So that's what we are looking for.
Do I need to do 30 divided by 3?
What is divided by 3?
30.
Why?
Because it takes 15 kilometers to go upstream. So, and then to come back, it takes another, right? So that will be 30 in total.
Okay. So first, in this question, Amir, can you write the equation for traveling from A to B first? How do you write the, what's our equation for traveling from A to B? Let's just write here on the left-hand side first, traveling from A to B. Can you write the equation like this? The distance, traveling A to B, what is the speed of the boats? And that's upstream, that is against the current, right? So the distance is 15. 15 equals
Oh, 15, not 12.
okay. What's next?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's say this one is A to B, upstream. That means that the boat is traveling against the current, right? So we know that the distance equals S times T. So the distance is 15. And how about the speed? Speed is the speed of the boat, and it is traveling against the current. So we need to subtract, right? And the times, let's say, time is T sub 1. And when it is coming back from B to A, so now the boat is traveling in the same direction with the current. So now it will be actually move much easier. So it will be 12 plus X times T sub 2, right? And what we know here is T1 plus T2 equals 3 hours. That is 3. That's our equation. Now, just from here, we need to find X. We have 2 equations, 2 variables. Can you solve it for X? And also don't forget that here, what we know here is T1 plus T2 equals 3 hours, right? The total time. Are you thinking, Amira, or?
Yeah.
No, from the first equation, can you find T1? What is T1? T1 equals 15 over 12 minus X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's write it. T1 equals 15 over, and from the second equation, what is T2? T2 equals 15 over X. And what is T1 and T2? Actually, together, it gives us the total time. So it says in the question, it takes 3 hours. Right here, it takes 3 hours. So T1 plus T2 equals 3. Okay, now let's solve this for X.
Oh, do you want me to do it on here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What are you doing on the paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it here, and we can just save it, and we can see how we did these questions in the future. Are you comfortable with writing on the screen, Amira?
Yeah.
It's good then. For algebraic multiplication, we don't have to write that multiplication sign, Amira, because we can understand that it's multiplied, right? So we can
Yeah.
just write 12 minus X, 12 plus X. We know that they are multiplied by each other. I mean, this multiplication sign, we don't have to write it. I mean, before expanding this, usually we need to simplify as much as possible. As you see here, we have 15 and 15 and 3. You actually, this 12 minus X, 12 plus X, how did you eliminate that?
Because it equals to 0.
No, because you are multiplying both sides by 12 minus X times 12 plus X, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At the same time, how about if you, why don't you multiply by this? Here we have 12 minus X, 12 plus X, and over 3. That is a common factor because also here, this 15, 3 times 5, this 15, 3 times 5, and here we have 3 times 1. At this here, you will have smaller numbers, right? Because 15, if you divide by 3, here we have 5. Divide by 3, here we have 5. Divide by 3, here we have 1, right?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Okay.
I'm struggling to write for some reason. It's like picking it up slowly. There's like a delay.
Maybe because you're writing on PDF file, that's why I think. But if you open other program, it writes more smoothly. I don't know why, but when we just write on PDF, it's like this.
Let me save it and then open it again. It's taking ages. Sorry.
I mean, can you try to open this with OneNote? Or just, can you open these questions and OneNote together and you can solve it on OneNote? Can you open first OneNote and try to write it? Let's see how you feel writing on OneNote. It must be more comfortable actually, because writing on PDF is a bit weird. I don't know why. But
Okay.
writing on other stuff like PowerPoint or OneNote is much better.
I can do it on OneNote.
I mean, can you open one PowerPoint, just new PowerPoints?
Yeah, I have PowerPoint. Okay.
One new PowerPoint. Oh, here is OneNote. Okay.
PowerPoint is not
No.
open.
I mean, just open new file, PowerPoint. You don't have to open this with PowerPoint. Just open new PowerPoint, new PowerPoint file. And desktop, just create one file. Right click and new file, PowerPoint. Can you go to your desktop? Yes, PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. Can you add one more slide? Let's just duplicate this.
Okay.
What happened? Okay. Slideshow.
Why is it not letting me
No, first, can you click on slideshow? Amira, slideshow at the top, next to animation. Can you click on slideshow? Okay, start from the beginning. The first button, the first, yes. Yeah, can you write it now? Let's see how you feel here. Do you feel any difference or the same?
There's a bit of a delay here as well.
Strange, I don't know, is it because of your computer or internet? It shouldn't be like this. How about when I write this, do you just see this immediately or?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I mean, let's continue with PDF then. If you think that's actually the same, so we don't have to use this because for writing, in terms of writing on PowerPoint, it is much smoother comparing to PDF. I thought actually your writing is a bit, it's okay. Let's just continue and finish this maybe. Sometime we have to restart the computer.
Yeah, I think I have it.
Okay. It said leave your answer correct to 2 decimal places. You can do that, no problem. Let's move to the next question.
A stone is thrown vertically upwards so that its distance s meters above the ground in t seconds is given by s is equal to 84t minus 5t squared m. Find the time when the stone is at a height of 62 meters above the ground. Do we need to work out what t is first?
It says the question is find the times, right? When the stone is at a height of 62 meters. So that S is the height. So it means that's now S equals 62. So at what values of t, s equals 62? It means this. So, okay.
So do we just have to work it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I use the quadratic formula?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to simplify it, or should I just put it into the calculator?
Yeah, just put in a calculator and let's see. I just want to know what actually, we'll have two different answers, right? Because in the exam, usually they ask, you have two different answers and explain why we have two answers. And you can evaluate this, assume that we have two answers here, both are positive here. Why do we have two answers here? Can you evaluate this quickly, Amira? First, let's just write what is T1 and T2, then we'll talk about the result. Okay. Well, why do we have two different results?
Because we have the plus or minus.
I mean, which one should we pick as an answer?
Oh. Not sure.
Okay. Here we have two answers because here the question is about throwing a stone to the air, right? So it just moves up. After a certain time, it stops and it comes back, right? So actually, it passes through the height of 62 at two different times. Number one is when it is moving up. Second one is when actually it's coming back down to the ground. And that's why we have to answer. The first one, 0.77, let's say, it passes through the height of 62 when it is moving up. Second one is when it is moving down. And because in some exams, they ask, explain your answer, why we have to answer. This is the explanation.
Okay.
Okay, it's good. Let's skip 89. And can you move to the next? Okay.
A room is 12 meters long and the width is 1.5 meters more than the height. If the area of the four walls is 105 meters squared, find the height of the room giving your answer to two correct decimal places.
Can you just solve it yourself, Amir? After you get the answer, we will discuss this, then you'll have break.